Hi guys, Posada's Pac-Man here, everybody's favourite communist anime shitposter, and I'm here to talk about RWBY today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel or to the channel you're watching right now, please do so by clicking one of the links or by clicking the big red button below. But anyway, let's get to talking about RWBY. Now, before we start, I should probably say that I don't personally watch RWBY, but after being exposed to this article and asked to read it, I did look into it, and my goodness, I agree with the sentiments expressed in this video. So let's get started. RWBY so far has had an equal number of good and bad volumes. Many have dropped it and many have held on, but one fact holds true. Everybody loves Neo. Why is this so? Simply put, she is the sexiest character in general terms. She was mathematically engineered to be catnip for humans. This isn't personal bias on my part, I assure you. After investigating, it's something that I can prove with both science and philosophy. So watch your tone and grab your cones because this will be cool, I promise you. Romantic love plays a foundational role in modern human existence. In modernity, humans don't have strong natural tribes to help affirm their identity and raise children, nor are they necessarily tied by a piece of land for fear of death. Changes in the mode of production have resulted in an incredible emphasis on romantic love by all classes, and that's the first reason we were drawn to Neo. Her romance with Roman being the first basically confirmed pairing in the show. Yeah, we had Ren and Nora, but the issue there wasn't that they weren't officially dating so much as they weren't separate people, but two halves of the same whole. Something humans understand on an unconscious level is how true love actually works, and while Ren and Nora were cute together, I don't think it can be argued that they weren't too joined at the hip to be considered as affirming each other's identity. Contrast this with Neo and Roman. Their relationship feels more like a real one, despite arguably being more idealistic. In Storybrain's video, What If Twilight Was Made for Men, he lays out a scenario which is almost word for word Neo and Roman. Roman is the risk-taking male trying to save them from the cruelness of the world and be a hero in his own messed up way. Neo, meanwhile, is the quiet girl who never talks, communicates with her eyes, but isn't the prettiest or highest status lady in the universe. She simply can read people's emotions extremely easily, and has the magical ability to make illusions. Did I say magic? I meant semblance. So again, we can at least confirm that she was engineered to appeal to male fans. But what about all her obvious female fans, though? Well, this is where we can dive into her general sexiness and physical appeal. The second reason why we were drawn to Neo. This one is more obvious, since the genius designs of RWBY are something talked about at length for good reason, but there are a few lesser to know things to consider. For one, it was never actually confirmed Neo and Roman were together, it was just heavily implied more than any other pair at the time. This limbo state meant that she got the beauty boost aspect that comes from being attractive, but currently unavailable, and the straightforward sex appeal depending on how optimistic the viewer was. This gave Neo a potent double whammy of buzz no other character except arguably the titular RWBY got. And as Storybrain likes to point out, once you have social change like that within a niche group, it becomes a story of its own, and spreads even further to people who haven't seen the show or have barely seen it, myself being included. As Neo became a phenomenon on par with the show itself, however, and we got the conclusion of the third volume, we witnessed the third reason people became attached to Neo, the tragedy of her character. A character that beat the hottest character in the show without trying, which we had seen from the beginning and gotten attached to. A character that always had an air of style and grace to them, had their entire life's fortune reversed with the flip of a switch. In a way, it was representative of where the show was going as a whole, losing itself completely and wandering in search of its lost love, whom it would never get back. Neo's tragedy is mirrored in our own as fans of the show. Life would never be quite the same for either of us. We are drawn to the tragic. Such is the human condition. To quote Togashi Yoshihiro, they selfishly procreate, fear the progeny, doubt and dread, then scar them for life and forgive them. It makes me laugh, but I like this scar. Without it, I would have slid closer to death. With this scar, I was able to perch on the razor's edge in order to destroy this dung heap of the world. I can keep trying, just a little more. And that is the appeal of Neo from RWBY. Or maybe people who just really like ice cream memes, probably the latter. I mean, I know I do. I've never seen the show, and I personally love them. Anyway, that was it. Please subscribe to my channel, Posada's Pac-Man, and also to the channel this video is on by clicking the red button below or the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.